What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about elbow tendonitis. Seems to be very prevalent in powerlifting, especially as you get closer to the meets when the weight gets heavier and you got to be very specific with the style of squat you're using, especially low bar. It seems to put a lot of stress on the elbow, which impacts your bench. It can also impact your squat as well, because with the pain you're not able to get as tight as you want to get. In the off season you can circumvent that by using different bars and just kind of shying away from whatever's causing the injuries. But as the meet gets closer, you got to be as specific as possible, and there's no really getting away from it. So elbow tendonitis is inflammation of a tendon. So what you want to do to fix that, typically when it comes to the squat, is increase your pec, shoulder, and lat range of motion, right? So a couple things that I like to do, especially with powerlifters, is they're always so tight in the chest area, is kind of open them up as much as possible. And this is stuff you're gonna have to do on your own. You can't just do it right before squat workouts and think it's gonna be fine. But what I like to do is stretch out the triceps and the lats first. So I'll come here, grab a band, and just kind of loop it through. And first, before I get into any of these stretches or any of this stuff, I am not a licensed chiropractor or physical therapist. There's far smarter people than me that do this stuff. This is just what I found that works for me. I did go to a seminar on a weekend, so I guess I can consider myself an expert. But there's smarter guys out there, guys like Jordan Shallow, guys like John Quint, guys, ladies like Danny over at Elite FTS. They're gonna be the experts in this, so talk to them about it. This is just what works for me. So what you're gonna do is just put it right up there on the elbow and just lean into it and just kind of let the band do the work. And as you'll see, it's just opening everything up. And you just lean into that for 2 to 3 minutes and just let the band slowly pull. And then from there, to get your lats, you're just gonna put the hand through, grab the band, and just sit back. Same thing, just kind of let the band do the work. That's gonna open up your lats, get them nice and loose. Same thing, 2 to 3 minutes. You want to do that pretty aggressively every day of the week in order to increase any type of range of motion. You can do doorway stretches. Just go to a door, put your arm up, stretch. Same thing, 2 to 3 minutes. Open up your chest. If you're doing that consistently, you should be able to improve your range of motion and get under the bar a lot better. So those are the stretches, and those are the areas I like to target to improve the tendonitis. Sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes it has to do with where you're gripping the bar and how you're gripping the bar. So what we're gonna do is come over here to the buffalo bar. And this is another good bar to use during your training cycle. Say if your elbow does get beat up, you can use a rounded bar to help take some of the pressure off. We have the buffalo bar here at Golden Age Iron. You can get that off of Iron Minds. Pretty good bar. But one of the things you want to look at when you have an athlete squatting and they have elbow tendonitis is a lot of times they're taught, pull your hands in, tighter you can get in your back, the better it's going to be. But what happens is when you pull in here, you're getting your rhomboids and your traps really good, but you're not engaging your lats and you're not creating a shelf with your lats. So that means all the pressure is going to be mostly in your elbow and on your arm, holding that bar and holding everything nice and tight. So what you want to do is you want to kind of move your hands around until where you can feel your lats are getting engaged and they're kind of holding the bar and the weight. So when you set up, you want to think like you're pulling the bar down into you. That'll get your lats engaged, keeping it nice and tight. And if you don't feel like your lats are working, then just move your hands out a little bit more. But once you can get your lats fully engaged into the movement, that's gonna take a lot of pressure off your elbow and a lot of pressure off that tendon. And what's worked for me, I got this from Michael Peltz when I went down to his gym, Revolution. I hope I got that right, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But Mike Peltz, great gym down there. Just a simple fix he showed me was to, a lot of people, they'll grip it here. A lot of people, they'll grip it here. I've done it both ways. He taught me to just put 3 fingers on, pinky under, thumb under, and what that's gonna allow you to do is get a lot more internal rotation through your elbow and allow you to pull less on your elbow and more loosely through there. So I'll grab it, really pull down with your pinkies, and that's gonna help engage your lats. Get under the bar, pull down, pinkies engaged, and just take it out of the rack. And that's gonna allow you to have a lot more freedom in your elbows and in your shoulder moving around, which is gonna put a lot less stress on your elbow joint. So those are a lot of the things that I've done to get rid of my elbow tendonitis. Another thing that I do pretty religiously is I'll do bicep curls with 3 to 5 second eccentrics. The eccentrics kind of been shown to strengthen up the tendon, the tensile strength in the tendon, and just get them feeling a lot better. So I'll do that pre-workout and I'll do that post-workout on squat days. But through my off season, I really focus on building that stuff up and stretching so that when it's time to get under the bar, I'm able to do it comfortably and not have any issues. If you still have issues getting under the bar, what you can do is you can do maybe the first 4 weeks of your prep with the buffalo bar or any rounded bar. That way you're working on getting under there, you get a little bit more comfortable, and then the last 6 to 8 weeks of your prep, go back to the straight bar. So try these things out, see if it helps with your elbow. If it doesn't, contact those guys that I told you and the ladies that I told you in the beginning of the video, and they're the professionals. They can help you out a lot better than I can if this doesn't help. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you guys next time.